Hello, friends and families from friends and family from Caring for Carers, a source of inspiration. I'm so happy to be here today. I've been thinking about our life this week and what it was gonna be about, and I remembered I did a little poll a couple of weeks ago asking about fear and what type of fear would you like me to talk about first, and so. The one that won was fear to the unknown. And so I've got really amazing things to say about this because fear to the unknown is it's about lack of certainty. Yes, as human beings, they've trained us in a way to think that everything is certain, that there is always a consequence to our actions and that we can predict that consequence. And so that's why, for example, scientists invest all the time to find out, okay, for this action, we will get this reaction. That's the result. That's our certainty. And then from that, we get to choose what is it that we want to be doing, how do we want to do it, so that we can plan ahead and decide what are the things that we really want to be doing, what are the things that we really want to create in our life. But there is a catch, because when you have certainty of the outcome that you're going to receive, maybe when you say something that you know your mom is not gonna like, for somehow that's the example that's coming to my mind. So you've got the certainty that your mom is gonna react to you, and somehow that's gonna bring attention, and you like that attention because our mind is crazy. Our mind looks for what it needs in very unpredictable ways, and we think we've got it under control, but the truth is it just happens. We just play out certain roles and we don't know why we're doing it unless we stop and evaluate things, and then we say, I actually was doing that not because I wanted to be mean to my mom, but because I wanted her attention. I wanted her to listen to me. I wanted her recognition. So when we think about our things and what our needs are, we start understanding why are we acting a certain way and how we can change the way we're acting if we need to. Yeah. And so certainty is one of human needs. We need to be certain that we are loved. We need to be certain that we are taken care of. We need to be certain that what we believe and what our values are important. Yes, we need that certainty. We need the certainty to know that if I choose to drive the car from point A to from point B, I'm going to be able to do that and get there. But if you think about it a little bit more, there's uncertainty in every choice we make. And uncertainty, it's also a human need. We need uncertainty because uncertainty is what gives us the possibility of growth. Yeah? So think about it. With the example I just said, we take the car with the certainty that it's going to take us from A to B. But what happens if a tree falls down, like many have in this winter here in Australia? It's been raining crazy this week. Lots of trees have been falling down. You don't know if the road ahead is going to be blocked or unblocked and what's going to be happening, yeah? And so you drive and something blocks your way. Well, in that moment, you first have to stop. Second, you have to think, okay, what are my alternatives? What are the options? If this road is closed, then do I have other options, or do I have to simply call and say I cannot make it? And if I do that, then what is it that I'm going to do with my time? Yeah. So let's take that example to our life. When we have uncertainty when we, instead of getting caught up with the certainty of life, we start practicing uncertainty and we start saying, okay, let's see what happens when I do this, or when this happens, I stop and it's like I reevaluate my options. And what if I don't do that, but instead of doing that, I do something else? Then you start creating possibility for real growth in your life, for learning new things, for creating new experiences in your life. And to be honest, I think in this moment, lots of us are tired of living the life that we're living just because it's a repetition of the things that we're going through each day. We're repeating ourselves. It's just one day after the other. I wake up, do this with the kids, or get ready to work, or this, then go to work, do what I have to do, then come back, have my meals, go to bed, start all over again next day. Yeah. So it's a repetition. It starts to get boring. It starts to get like, I don't have a meaning in this life. I don't have a purpose in this life. It's just repeating the same thing one after the time. And yeah, in my job, I might be getting things, I might be serving something, but I'm not creating new possibilities. I'm not creating growing in myself and learning new things in myself. So what I want you to start thinking about is that the unknown is actually bringing into our lives that uncertainty, but that possibility in that uncertainty of learning new things. And so what if instead of fearing unknown, we start to get excited about the unknown? Yeah. And this is the trick. When you feel fear, any kind of fear, but in this moment we're talking about fear of the unknown. So when you feel fear, just notice where you're feeling it in your body. For most people, but not everyone, for most people, fear is in your gut, like here in between your ribs, underneath your ribs. That's where you feel fear. It might be there. It might be also in your heart, like really constrained here and fearful here. So one of those two areas is probably where you're feeling fear. Just feel it. Notice how it is. Notice how it's making you feel. And try to see how it would be. How would your body be feeling if you're excited about that same thing? If you're excited and curious about the outcome of what you're just about to do. And so just feel that shift now as you're watching me, like create the motion of, okay, I'm in fear. And then with your mind, think, I'm excited. I'm curious. And see how your shoulders or your tummy just went up and it opened up the space. And just by that little shift, it's a very gentle shift, you start feeling excited about it. You start feeling curious and saying, oh, let's see what's going to come. What's going to happen with this? And suddenly the fear becomes your motor, your energy to actually do the fuel, to actually do what you need to do, what you're ready to do, the changes that you're ready to go through to get excited again about your life, to get passionate about your life, and to create, who knows, the potential that you really want to be and create for your life. So having that in mind, think again, what's fear of the unknown? Fear of the unknown is fear of being who I really am. Fear of the unknown is fear of being successful at what I want to do. Fear of the unknown is just holding us back not to become the person who we're ready to be. And because of that, you can now be excited about it and decide and make the choice that you are gonna overcome that fear and create your new reality and create your new possibilities and do things in a different way so that you get to be really excited. So for example, for a normal day, when you wake up, Instead of, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. It's like, today I get to do this, and I'm going to do it in a different way. How can you make it in a different way? Look, it can be as easy as, instead of washing your teeth with your dominant hand, your right hand in this case, wash your teeth with your left hand. So start making small shifts that start helping you practice to not have the fear to the unknown and start getting excited about the unknown. I hope this helps you. I hope you can feel that change between fear and excitement. It's just a tiny bit apart. Yeah? And I hope and I wish you can start creating a new experience for yourself, for your life, so that you can be the best version of yourself. Hope this served. See you. Bye bye.